we are discussing modulus function. This type of question you can solve by using this property mod of x is equal to x when x greater than or equal to 0 minus x when x less than 0. In this you can use this property and use Webber method. You can get your answer. Today I am discussing the greatest integer function. What is the greatest integer function? Next, modulus function we have covered. More questions on modulus will be on next chapters. Then we'll be studying the functions chapter and areas, integration, whatever later on chapters we take, use of application of modulus will be covered. Now next one is greatest integer function. Greatest integer function. Greatest integer function. In short, it is represented as GIF. We read as GIF. Now, what is the definition of this one? It is represented as this one. Greatest integer function is represented as this one, and simplest, and its value is always integer. Simplest form of greatest integer function is this, where this represents greatest integer function. Its value is always integer. That means its value is greatest integer x will be is equal to n if x is greater than or equal to n and less than n plus 1, where n is integer. Now, where n is integer. this value will be always n if x lies between n to n plus 1. Here there is a equality sign and here there is a strictly less than, right? Example is what? Let's say greatest integer of 2 will be how much? It will be 2. Greatest integer of 2.5 will be 2. How will you apply this method? See here. Here what? Here inside box is what? Inside box is written in place of x is 2. So if we substitute here in place of x is 2, then here n is what? n is coming what? 2. So this must be less than this one. 2 plus 1, that is 3 here. This is 2 to 3. That means any value which lies between 2 to 3, this value will be always 2. If you take 2.5, then this will be also 2.5, because any value lies between 2 to 3 will be always 2. Because x is what? X is 2.5. So here definition is what? Definition is in place of x is what? 2.5. What will be your answer? Here n is what? Here n is 2.5. So this is x is what? 2.5. So I am writing here 2.5 and less than. See here, now integer less than this number, less than or equal to, and greater than that number. Less than or equal to this number integer will be what? 2, and greater than this number next integer will be what? 3. That means if any value lies between 2 to 3, here x is what? X is 2.5. That means it will give you what? 2, value 2. So if you have, let's say, minus 3, then it will be what? According to the definition, it will be minus 3. Any value which is like greatest integer of x is equal to half. If this is greatest integer, then it can never have the value half. Fraction will not be. So this is wrong. Now first number is what? Greatest integer of x is equal to n if x lies between n to n plus 1. Second property is what? Greatest integer of n is greatest integer of I is equal to I. I is integer. I is integer. Third one is greatest integer of x plus I is equal to greatest integer of x plus I. I is integer. First, let's do some questions on these. Let's draw graph of this one and we'll discuss question on this one. Then we will discuss some more properties on this one. What is the graph of this one? First, discuss this property. What is this property? Let's say check this one. What is the role of this one? First, discuss the graph of this one. Greatest integer of x, and here let's say this is x lies between n to n plus 1. Now put here n is equal to, let's say put n is equal to 0. Right. If you put n is equal to 0, then this value will be what? This value will be, it's better I am writing this side. Put n is equal to 0, then this will be what? This will be 0 to 1. Then this value must be, this is n, so that means this value will be 0. Right. Now put n is equal to 1, then this equation will be what? Less than or equal to, and less than 1 plus 1 2, and this value will be, if you put n is equal to 1, then greatest integer of this one will be what? This one will be 1. Right. We have substituted n is equal to 0 in this case. Now if n is equal to 0, then here this value x can vary in between 0 to 1. If x can vary in between 0 to 1, then whatever the value of x between 0 to 1, GI, if we apply GIF, that means greatest integer, its value will be always 0. Right. Now next one, if you substitute n is equal to 1 in this equation, then this equation becomes what? 1 to 2. If you put n is equal to 1 here, n is equal to 1, then this equation will be this one. That means if you take any value of x between 1 to 2, including 1, then greatest integer of x will be always 1. It will give you always left side of integer. So in a similar way, if x lies between 2 to 3, then greatest integer of x will be 2, and greatest integer of x will be 3 if you have the value 3 to 4. Greatest integer of x will be 4 if you have the value 4 to 5. Greatest integer of x will be -1 if you have value -1 to 1. Greatest integer of x will be -2 if you have value -2 to 3. Greatest integer of x will be -3 if you have value -3 to this one, and so on. You can find out any value between these two. Now let's draw graph of this one. What will be the graph of this function? Let's say here this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and here let's say this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, etc. This is -1, this is -2, this is -3, this is -4, and next one, this is -1, this is -2, this is -3, and left more values on them. So see here, if you take this one basic function, graph of, we are drawing graph of this one, fx is equal to greatest integer of x. We are drawing graph of fx is equal to greatest integer x. That means graph of this function. Okay. Fx is equal to greatest integer x. So how will you draw this graph? See here, if x lies between 0 to 1, if x lies between 0 to 1, then greatest integer of x will give you 0 value. That means its value will be 0 when x lies between 0 to 1. So this we can take if fx is equal to greatest integer x. So these values are fx. These values are fx values. Fx is equal to this one, fx is equal to this one, and this one. So this value is what? Basically 0. If we have value x between 0 to 1, then greatest integer x always gives 0. That means value of y is always 0. You can take this as y or fx or whatever. Next one, if we take value between 1 to 2, see here, if we take value between 1 to 2, then greatest integer x will always give you value 1. That means if we are in between 1 to 2, then this value will always give value 1. That means at 1 it will give you 1, and before 2 it will give you always 1. So that means this is what? This is y is equal to 1, this is y is equal to 0. In the similar way, between 2 to 3, its graph will be always this one. This is y is equal to 2, and between 2 to 3, its value will be always like this one. This is y is equal to 3. In between this side, its value will be like this one. And in between -2 to -1, its value will be like this one. -2 to -3, its value will be like this one. This is y is equal to -1, y is equal to -2, y is equal to -3, and so on. This is the graph of greatest integer function. Whatever the value it gives, I have marked here as greatest integer function. So this is the graph of greatest integer function. Now we can use property of this one to solve any question. Let's say I told these properties. Greatest integer of I is equal to I, and greatest integer of x plus I will be always greatest integer of x plus I. So if I tell you solve greatest integer of x is equal to, let's say, 3, then how will you solve this question? That means greatest integer of x is what? Basically 3. Then what will be your answer? I told you this property. See here, this property. N is, in case of this one, n is what? Here n is equal to 3. N is what? Compare this property. We know this one, greatest integer of x is equal to n if x lies between what? N plus 1 to n plus 1. If you compare this one, here n is equal to what? 3. That means x must be less than 3 plus 1. That means x must be less than 3 to 4. That means answer of this one must be what? Less than 4 and greater than or equal to 3. That means x belongs to 3 to 4. At 4 it is open, at 3 it is closed. So this is our answer. If you want to solve this one, this is our answer. Now, if I give you like this one, -3, then what will be your answer? In this case, basically n is what? N is -3. So substitute here n is equal to -3. So this one will be this one, -3 plus 1. So this is -3 to what? Basically -2. So our inside value will lie between what? Less than 2 and greater than or equal to -3. That means our answer will be what? -3 to -2. This is our answer. Now if I say solve this one, solve this question, then what will be your answer? In this case, greatest integer x is equal to 3/2. Then what will be your answer? By the definition, I told that greatest integer function can never give fractional value. That means greatest integer function always gives integer value. So no value of x in this case. So answer is what? X belongs to 5. No such value. Whatever the value, if I take -3/2, then also answer will be what? X is equal to 5. No value of x because it is a fractional number. It is not an integer. Greatest integer gives always integer value. Now next one is solve. If you want to solve this type of question, let's say 2x minus 3/2 is equal to 3, then what will be your answer? I told you this type of question. I told this property. Then if this is equal to 3, then what will be your answer? X must lie between 3 to 4 according to the definition of the greatest integer function. That means 2x minus 3/2 must lie between 3 to 4. Right? This is the solution. So what will be next? 2x lie between 4 plus 3/2 and greater than or equal to 3 plus 3/2. That means this is what? 9/2 greater than or equal to 2x less than, this is what? 11/2. Now multiply, now divide by 2 both sides, so it will be 9/4 less than or equal to x and greater than 11/4. So this is our answer. X belongs to 9/4 to 11/4. Close bracket at this point, open bracket at this point. So this is our answer. Now next one, let's solve. Solve this question. Greatest integer of x squared minus 3x mod is equal to, let's say, 3. Solve this question. Okay, how will you solve this type of question? So first we have to solve the modulus function, right? Sorry, first we have to solve the greatest integer function. So I told that this type of question, greatest integer of x will be 3, then x lies between what? 3 to 4. So this can be written what? Greatest integer of x square minus 3 mod x is equal to 3 can be written as what? X square minus 3 mod x less than 4 and greater than or equal to 3. Right? Now next one is what? Next one, simplify this one. How will you simplify? We can break this into two parts. 3 greater than or equal to x square minus 3 modulus x intersection x square minus 3 modulus x less than 4. Right? So simplify this one. So this can be written as x square minus 3 modulus x minus 3 greater than or equal to 0. This can be written as this one. Intersection, this can be written as x square minus 3 mod x minus 4 less than 0. Both can be solved by using this property. Right? But here, if we use the modulus function property, this one, that x square is equal to what? Mod x square. We know this property, so this can be written as what? Mod x square minus 3 mod x minus 3 greater than or equal to 0. Intersection mod x square minus 3 mod x minus 4 less than 0. Right? Use this property and write as this one, so that our calculation will be simple. Now solve this one. How will you solve this one? Find out the roots of this one. First, let mod x is equal to t. Then this can be written as what? T square minus 3t minus 3 greater than or equal to 0 intersection t square minus 3t minus 4 less than 0. Then solve this one. Find out roots of this one. T square minus 3t minus 3 is equal to 0. Then t will be what? 3 plus minus root t square minus 4 is 6 divide by 2. So this is 3 plus minus of root 21 by 2. Right. So this can be written as 1 root is what? 3 plus root 21 by 2 or 3 minus root 21 by 2. These are the two roots. So answer of this one can be written as what? T will be less than or equal to 3 minus root 21 by 2 or T will be greater than or equal to 3 plus root 21 by 2. Answer of this one. Right? Answer of first part. This is with respect to T only. Right? Now solve this one. How will you solve this equation? How will you solve this one? Find out roots of this one. Then roots of this one will be what? T is equal to 3 plus minus of under root b square minus 4ac divided by 2. So this will be 3 plus minus of 5 by 2. That means 4 or minus 1. Right? So solution of this one will be what? Solution of this one will be minus 1 to 4. Okay. Now take intersection between these two. Take intersection between these two. What will be your answer? See here. Take intersection. So this will be. This is 3 minus root 21 by 2. So this one will be what? 4 point something. And this will be 3 minus 4 point something. 1 point. This will be less than minus 1. This is, let's say, minus 1. And this is 4. And this is 3 plus root 21 by 2, and this will be 3 minus, this will be minus 1, this will be minus 1, this is 3 minus root 21 by 2. Right. Mark these roots on number line. Minus 1 and 4 will be this one, -1 and 4 this one, and these two roots will be this and this. So this solution of this one t is what, -1 to 4. So this is -1 to 4, and solution of this one will be what, t less than or equal to this one, or t greater than or equal to this one. So what will be our solution? What will be our solution? What will be intersection? This is first and this is second. So this is first, and this is second. So what is intersection? What is the intersection coming? Intersection is coming this one. So this is less than or equal to 3 minus root 21 by 2, and greater than or equal to greater than -1. Right? So this is the value of t. Now what was t? T was what? Mod of x. We took mod of x as t. So substitute here. So mod of x will lie this one, minus root 21 by 2 to greater than -1. Right? We know that modulus function can never be negative. This value is also negative, and this value is also negative. So here mod x is coming negative, so no value of x which can satisfy this one. So x will be what? 5. So this answer for this one will be x belongs to 5. Now let's solve this type of question. Greatest integer of 2x minus 3 is equal to 5. Solve this question. So how will you solve this? This can be written as what? 2x minus 3 can be written as 6 less than or equal to 5 by using the property this one. Greatest integer of x, if this is given, then x will be what? Greater than or equal to 5 and less than 6 by using the property. Solve this one. So this one will be 2x less than 9, and this will be what? 8. So x will be what? 9 by 2 and greater than or equal to 4. So this is our answer. Now next one, if you want to solve this type of question, let's say next question, let's say solve this question. Greatest integer of 2x whole square minus 3 times of 2x minus 3 and then minus 7 is equal to 0. Solve this question. So what will be solution of this one? We know that this property, greatest integer of x plus I is equal to, can be written as x plus I. This is the property of the greatest integer. You can write as this one. So this can be written as 2x greatest integer whole square minus 3 times. This can be written as 2x greatest integer minus 3 minus 7 is equal to 0. So this is 2x greatest integer whole square minus 3 times greatest integer of 2x plus 9 minus 7 is equal to 0. That means this can be written as this type plus 2 is equal to 0. Right? Now assume 2x is equal to t. Let 2x greatest integer is equal to t. So this can be written as what? T square minus 3t plus 2 is equal to 0. Now solve this one. Solution of this one will be what? T is equal to 1 or 2. That means t is what? This value, greatest integer of 2x. So 2x will be what? 1 or 2x greatest integer will be 2. Solution of this one will be what? Greatest integer x gives you value 1 when x lies between 1 to 2. That means this will be what? Less than 2 and greater than or equal to 1, or this will be what? 2x less than 3 and greater than or equal to 2. We know this property of this one. This will gives you 2 when x lies between 2 to 3. So what will be solution of this one? Solution of this one will be what? X less than 1 and greater than or equal to half, or this one will be what? 1 or less than 3 by 2. Okay, this is this our solution. Now take union of both cases. Take union of both cases. So final answer is what? X greater than or equal to half less than 1, or x greater than or equal to 1 and less than 3 by 2. So if you take union, you can write your answer as half to 3 by 2. This is your final answer if you want to write in interval form. Next one is what? Let's say if you want to solve this type of question, let's say here I am giving greatest integer of x square plus 1 whole square minus 3, greatest integer of x square minus 1 and minus 8 is equal to 0. Now solve this question. Solve this question. We will discuss this question in the next class, and